I don't need a counter-argument! What? I was like, wait. Okay, wait. Oh, right. I'm Susato. Never mind.
As a reminder, that's you. If only we had some piece of evidence.
I know.
That proof that he stole it.
Huh.
Some kind of container that could hold the poison.
Only... Now, let's put a pen in that for right now.
I understood that reference.
So ends the ouchie growth.
The sparkles.
The sparkles, yo.
Bolt is beautiful, Megatron. Oh god, right, I forgot he had the turtle on the head.
Wow.
What the hell did I just watch?
Hello everybody, welcome back to the first case of the Great Ace Attorney. We have already completed the trial portion of this case, and now we're just doing a little celebration, post-case now, or post-trial.
Hey, it's father. Honestly, I'm so touched by everything you've... Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry.
You're hardly crying, silly. It wasn't easy, but together we made it. I was on the verge of tears at the end, too.
The only reason I'm still here is because of you.
Oh no, I can't take all the credit. It took courage to tell the truth in there. You did it wonderfully, eh? So, I would like to say that congratulations belong to you.
Susato, don't be so standoffish.
Sorry?
Excuse me?
We're friends, equals, and the trial's over, so no more of this formal super humility nonsense. It's time to celebrate with swagger. Throw caution to the wind.
Yes.
Caution to the... what?
I'm the great defense lawyer Ryutaro Naruhodo, and I'm taking you out to a milk bar tomorrow. Or something.
Ray.
Dang, she is fishing to be asked out. Hang on a second.
I know, right?
Right, I see. I'll think about it, eh?
At any rate, we really knocked the wind out of that horrid man, and it felt so good.
Yes, it was satisfying.
It really was. Isn't there anybody else we could throw together?
I like how...
Stop looking at me.
I'm not gonna do that.
I hope you're not looking at me, Ray.
Oh, my goodness. No, of course not. Of course not.
There is at last. Ray's stealthy smile.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You fought for your friend to the very last. As your father, I'm extremely proud of you. Defense Attorney Ryutaro Naruhodo.
Boy, that's a mouthful.
Thank you. But I couldn't have done it without your help. Anyway, it's time to bid farewell to Ryutaro, I think. I shall miss him in a way, but it's back to Susato Mikatoba now.
So, I'll never see him again then. What a terrible shame.
What? Oh, never mind. It was this guy.
What is happening?
Soseki-san and Inspector Hosonaga, I do hope you've been keeping well.
Is that really you?
Yes, I had to change my appearance for, well, obvious reasons. I hope, but it's me. Susato Mikatoba.
Don't... so dashing, so...
Are you going to be alright?
I think he's going to die.
No! Don't Definitely dazzling. Yes, and devilishly divine. Just look at you and stop coughing in my direction.
She's mine.
I had no idea, Mr. Sato-san Esquires, that you were locum student Naruhodo-san's Esquire's cousin. Astonishing, astounding, ace, attorney! He said it!
He said the title!
He said the title.
He said the thing. I understood that reference.
Hey guys, let's get back to the movie. You want to throw some confetti? Oh, wrong guys we're talking to. All right, bye.
Poor Soseki-san, so confused. I still remember when he looked like he needed to take a giant crap.
I still remember when he took a shit in the jail.
The first time I ever met him, he was in a prison cell in London. And he was paused on that face for some reason.
I'm telling you, there's no toilets in there.
Girl, why are you laughing? No reason at all. What an extraordinary conundrum it was that he unwitted that. I'm trying to adapt to his mannerisms, and it's very hard. What an extraordinary conundrum it was that the unwitting student of Japan found himself embroiled in.
Oh, it's like, where's Mr. Gyarados? I gotta see where Mr. Gyarados is.
He's judge number 4.
I know. That's all I was like, where is he?
But after Naruhodo's skillful defenses at the Old Bailey, Soseki-san was free to return to Japan.
And there's my man, juror number 6.
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And now he seems to have earned himself a great fame as an author.
I'm stunned. That's a truly impressive disguise. Even I had no idea, and I'm a chief inspector. And I'm a chief inspector at the police bureau, who came up with Mr. Turtle, no less.
I think that this guy sucks.
I'm not sure you should be admitting to that, Inspector.
So you agree his disguise sucks.
Amazing. You're a woman of many faces, I see.
And you're a man of the exact same face, except you just put weird stuff on your head. Just 2, really. And this is a once-in-a-lifetime event, I hope.
This will not be a once-in-a-lifetime event. Oh, I'm not a patch on... Wait. Excuse me? Excuse me?
You fell for my trap, Inspector! Now you think you're me! Oh, I'm not a patch on you, though, Inspector. I don't put turtles in my head.
Well, I am a professional, of course.
You could have fooled
okay.
me, man.
Oh, I'm very professional. After all, I came up with Mr. Turtle.
Hello?
I'm sorry, I just... Mr. Turtle.
He read the line, but internally to himself. And
No,
he
I didn't read the
actually
line.
it.
I was
He
still
was just
reacting to
thinking
Mr. Turtle.
I do worry about Inspector Hosonaga sometimes. I really do. I don't think Mr. Turtle could save him. See, like, that was an okay disguise. It was actually a disguise. Although, you could clearly see his face, so if people knew he was in a police inspector, they would have figured it out immediately, so...
We didn't know that.
Okay, well, if other people did. 9 months ago, when he appeared at the Supreme Court to testify, he was undercover, disguised as the head waiter of a restaurant. And then on the steamship to Great Britain, of course, disguised as a sailor to keep safe on the journey. Although people beat him up because they realized
why
that
would
he
you
was...
flash that image at me?
So that didn't help you, did it, Kazuma-sama?
Not particularly, no.
Maybe next time we should get someone who's actually good at disguises, huh, Kazuma-sama? Whoever you are?
Yes.
You mean in underground?
No, they buried him in the sky.
Ah, of course. From my perspective, I have to admit that I have mixed feelings about all this. I mean, now the truth has been lost forever.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the murder that the Englishwoman committed at the end of last year.
Oh yeah, we still don't know why she did that, huh?
Yes, it was an English doctor she killed, as I understand it.
Dr. John H. Wilson, yes. The man I invited to Japan personally. The mystery is, why did she kill him?
Because she was a jerk?
Now that the culprit herself is dead, we'll probably never know the answer.
She was going to leave. We probably were never going to figure out the answer anyways.
On the voice of Great Britain, we had a most unexpected encounter. With Mr. Herlock Sholmes, the great detective, I mean.
Yes, I remember Mr. Sholmes well, of course. It's kind of hard to forget him.
Ah, my arch nemesis. How lightly you utter his name.
Your what? Excuse me? Excuse me?
I don't think he is coming to Japan. I think you're perfectly safe here, Soseki-san.
To be fair,
No,
he was the one
he is
responsible
my
for putting...
enemy.
How
was
inflated is your ego right now? Hang on a second.
I mean, to be fair, he was the guy who put Soseki in jail in the first place.
Okay, but here's the thing. Soseki's allowed to have an ego because guess what? Natsumi Soseki is a real person versus Herlock Sholmes, who is not.
Could have been a real person.
Look, there are people who believe Sherlock Holmes is real, man.
Look. L is real. 2013.
Oh my god.
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
Well, according to the stories published about him in the Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, the detective once had a partner who helped him solve crimes, a best friend. And that man was an exceptional doctor of medicine by the name of John H. Wilson.
What? Dr. Wilson?
I just can't believe that it's a coincidence. I think that the English doctor of medicine killed here in Japan 9 months ago must have been the friend and partner of Mr. Sholmes. It's almost like if we look at Iris's last name, we could figure this out.
What? No, that's crazy.
And if that's really true, then the poor girl won't ever see her beloved father again.
As you know, I traveled to Great Britain once myself to study. It was around the time you were born.
Yes, grandmother told me about it.
On returning to Japan, I took up my professorship at the Imperial Yume University. But I also serve another role, as an advisor to the government on diplomatic affairs.
Yes, I was aware of that as well.
In that case, I'm sure you understand that there are some confidential matters I cannot divulge to you.
Could you just tell me one thing? Why did you summon me back to Japan?
Oh yeah, weren't you sick?
It's been 2 months now since I returned. When I left England, it was because of an urgent telegram that arrived in Japan. It said that you'd collapse of a high fever, and you were growing weaker and weaker by the day.
What? Where did that news come from?
Well, based on what we've just learned, probably from that reporter, because he doesn't tell the truth. At least that's what his newspaper does.
Look, I did not write that article, but I can't deny that my newspaper possibly published that.
That's what I'd like to know, because after that long sea voyage, I found you in fine health, Father. Was there something in Great Britain that you pursued might inconvenience me in some way? Or harm me? That's really the only explanation I can think of.
Dear me. Do you reserve your most cutting glares for your father, Susato? I'm sorry, my dear. I simply can't...
Ah! Let me go!
Oh, he's here!
You thought it was just a figment of your imagination talking about the Oracle thing right now, but no, I was here.
Many members, son.
So, one throw wasn't enough for you. Bring it on.
Oh my god.
I've got one last thing to say before they take me away. Professor!
Me?
I know the truth. I know you had a hand in what went on in that visiting student's fate.
Visiting student? Just Giselle Brett, you said?
No, not her. The student of law who left for Great Britain 8 months ago.
What? Student of law? He must mean... Kazuma-sama. What are you talking about? What is it to do with Kazuma-sama?
Nobody here in Japan knows anything about it. They don't know that the guy who never made it in England, that he died in the steamship. And that he'll never... Aha!
No, hello! The judge is outside of the courtroom.
I want my lunch.
Okay, I'll offered you to get a sandwich, Judge. Why didn't you take us up on that? Why are you still here?
Because after that trial, I don't trust anyone to hand me my food without it being poisoned.
Okay, that's fair, but then that doesn't explain why you're still here. You could have just run to get a sandwich right now.
Well, as you can see, my bailiffs weren't doing their job. Didn't expect to find him here. What were you officers playing at?
Terribly sorry, Your Excellency. But I'm not actually sorry. It seemed like he got a kind of... I was convinced.
Can't believe I had to use a Susato takedown. I was going to tell you that the rickshaw has arrived, Eugene. And it's a good job I came by. Yes, thank you for dealing with him. And I'll be there shortly.
Oh, Your Excellency.
Trial's over. I'm not Your Excellency anymore. Merely your father's friend, Seishiro Jigoku. And may I say that since I saw you last, you seem to have taken on a more dashing appearance.
Mine.
Susato?
Did you know all along? From the start of the trial?
The judge sees everything, Susato. I couldn't let you take the risk. If Seishiro here hadn't known, and then they'd recognized you. So I had a word in his ear beforehand, as an old friend.
Okay, so why can't women just be lawyers then?
So, Seishiro.
Okay,
Shall
we're
we?
ignoring me now.
Yes, having ruled on that case, we now have various diplomatic issues to address.
Before you go, Father,
Sorry, my dear. Hang on, I'm slipping into both their voices. Give me a sec. Sorry, my dear. We shall have to return to our earlier conversation at a later date. But well done again, both of you. You did admirably.
Oh, thank you very much.
What did you think of my Seishiro sling, eh? Been a while since I sent a man flying like that.
The Seishiro sling. What the heck?
Oh, that was easily a 10 out of 10. Easily.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
whatever could Father be hiding from me? Also, wait, don't encourage them. About Brazil Brett, about Dr. Wilson. And now it seems, according to the reporter, about Kazuma-sama. I'm going to have to bring this up with Father sometime, when nobody else is around. Especially you.
Judicial Assistant Mikatoma-san Exquires, could I have a word?
Oh, yes, of course, Soseki-san. What is it? There's just a wall behind you. I don't think anyone's going to jump you.
I'm just making extra sure it's just the two of us. I think perhaps it could be fate that we're meeting again like this now. You see, there's something I need to tell you.
Oh?
I believe that it may be related to the reason why your father summoned you back from England.
This I have to hear. Please, Soseki-san, tell me at once.
I will!
You don't have to yell at my man.
As you know, my time in English was... in England was terrible. Cursed, I have no doubt. Such awful things I was embroiled in.
その感じもわかる。
Oh, what can I just say? Such awful things I was embroiled in. Thank goodness Loco student Naruhodo-san Esquire stepped in. After he secured my freedom, I couldn't wait to get on a ship back here to my homeland. Having arrived in Japan, I submitted a report about my experiences to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The next thing I knew, I had a visitor. It was your father, Professor Mikatoba. He wanted to ask me all sorts of things about my report.
My father?
He seemed to be especially taken with a particular part of the report. Anyway, he left eventually, having thoroughly quizzed me. But it was the very next day that he sent the telegram to you asking you to return to Japan.
What was it then? The particular part my father was interested in.
I don't really know exactly.
Okay,
What?
that's.
Do you remember them? Those two terrible cases I was caught up in.
Of course, I could never forget.
2 cases.
Yeah, wait, what's the other one?
Your father seemed concerned himself mainly with the second case.
The second one? You mean the one Mr. Sholmes forbade us to talk about in public? Which is why the only case involving you that any member of the public is aware of is the first.
Well, I don't care. I don't have to listen to what that dastardly detective says. Anyway, the point is, it seems that case somehow holds the key to all these curious unanswered questions. That horrific, hideous, heinous case. The case of the haunted lodgings.
We got another one.
What is he talking about?
What indeed?
It's almost like this case totally happened, but for reasons unbeknownst to the player, it was omitted from the evidence until right now. Wink, nudge, Takumi-san. That case somehow caused my father to send me urgently back to Japan. I thought the whole business was over, but it seems I was wrong. Perhaps that was only the start. Perhaps the story is not yet told.
And it's about to be told. Finn, please take a moment to look at the casting list for the next case.
So,
It's a
the
tree.
mystery of that English woman's death is solved, thank goodness. And having stood in the Supreme Court now, I think I can comprehend a little better. How you must be feeling as you fight for people's freedom in a foreign land, Naruhodo-san. But actually, I'm writing to you today because of another matter. I met Soseki-san and we talked about that second case he was involved in. Father has said nothing to me, but I feel certain of it. That case holds the key to some great unsolved mystery. My notes on the case should still be in the office, tucked away at the back of the shelves on the left. Perhaps you might like to look over them again. Today, for the first time this year, it feels as though summer has arrived. The sky is a brilliant blue. It makes me long to see you again. Yours, Susato.
No.
Why is she
Just fix-
British?
Huh?
Just
She's the most Japanese person I've ever met. Why is her voice British?
Well,
It's
please
British and
consider-
Japanese.
Yeah, it's British Japanese.
It's the
You also
yeah.
have to consider when Japan learned English back in the day, who taught them?
They were learning it from Britain, so they took on their inflections.
Okay, alright, okay. That
We're
works for
not
me.
saving that. All right, guys, you ready? Memoirs of the Clouded Kokoro.
Also, make sure Naruhodo-san that Mr. Shums didn't take it from the office, because you know he likes to steal things from there from time to time.
It was a ghastly tale of a winter's night. One of an invisible killer and a crime perpetrated on the pavement along Briar Road.
Oh yeah, you remember that
As
case?
the victim
I hope
lay
you
at
remember
death's
this case.
door, the mystery of just who had stabbed the young lady from behind had been resolved. But no sooner had my friend saved that Eastern Exchange student from his harrowing plight, than in the dim, flickering shadows of gaslight did a second bizarre crime rend the stillness of that very night. I dare say most can still recall the sensational headlines of the day. Haunted apartment of death, the condemned criminal's curse, the dread demon of coal gas. Yet, though the great detective had at once discerned the truth upon his arrival at the scene, it only proved to be the overture that announced the rising of the curtain on a most tragic play.
Okay, so lore-wise, yes, they were taught by the British, but, you know, real-world-wise, everyone's been casted by a British person.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Some of them with Japanese descent. I know Ria knows. Well, obviously, we talked to Mark. He has Japanese descent in him. So does Susato, the voice actress. Off my head, I know that much. Ironically, they actually just hired a British person for Kazuma, but I think he did just fine, in my opinion.
I don't
anyway.
even remember Kazuma's actual voice.
I mean, he was dead for about, what are we on? 4 cases now? He's still dead?
He was alive for 1 case, and a 4th.
Also, if you remember, this is the, Clouded Kokoro from, it was case 4. Case 4, if you can hopefully remember that, we're gonna be seeing Mr. Garrett again. We're gonna see Olive Green again. The victim being Olive Green, the one who got stabbed in the back, basically. All the jurors from that case are back too, by the way. It took me a while to figure out which jurors you all had again.
Oh, good.
Mrs. Garrettup's not back.
Santa Claus is back. Okay, Mr. Garretup is not going to be the juror. He got replaced.
Wait. Santa Claus is back.
Yeah, Santa Claus is back.
Yes!
Santa Claus is coming
I mean,
to town.
You better watch out. 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 You better watch out.
are you okay, Lewis?
I'm good.
What else did I wanted to mention about this particular? Oh, right, this case literally happened the day after case 4.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, just back-to-back cases. So, probably why we had the same jurors come back. Anyway, my name is Ryanosuke Naruhodo. I'm a fledgling lawyer, just starting out on my journey. 6 months ago, I arrived as a visiting student of law. Having made the long voyage across the sea from the Empire of Japan to here, London, England. And on the way, in quite extraordinary circumstances, I made the acquaintance of a world-famous detective.
All I have to do is be accused of murder, like I meet all my other friends.
Currently, I reside in the attic of the detective's own lodgings, from where I run my legal consultancy of sorts. I've successfully defended a number of clients in Britain's highest court, the Old Bailey. That's 2. You've only done 2. One of them being kind of questionable, because this is just after case 4, so technically you've only done 2 in Britain, Naruto.
He's defended many.
But since a particularly grueling and unforgettable legal battle 4 months ago now, I haven't returned to the courtroom. In truth, I lost my right to return. Oh, wait! We're not flashing back yet. This is the end of case 5. Okay, understood. But that epic trial was just one small part of an epic tale. A tale which was now about to awaken from slumber. Thanks to a letter that arrived this morning from my homeland. That sounds like a stomach.
Mood.
Ugh. What a delicious smell wafting up the stairs. It must be nearly time for breakfast. I better go down to Mr. Sholmes' suite and say good morning to the great detective and his flatmate. 30th of August, 7:20 a.m. Sholmes' suite.
Ah, Bruno, good. I was just about to call up to you. The bacon's ready.
Good morning, Iris. It smells delicious as usual. Before we eat, though, I have some news. I had a surprise.
Not another word, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh boy.
This could just be the obtruse thing for my pre-breakfast stagnation-repelling mental stimulation, my dear fellow.
Morning to you too, Mr. Sholmes.
Ah, yes, I see.
Good!
So that's it.
What are you doing?
Sir? Sir?
Into my personal space? Hello?
I need
Sir?
an adult.
I am an adult.
adult.
Damn it.
The truth is as clear to me as day. My faculties of observation have revealed it again.
My God, you were so close your faculties of observation could see the pores on his face.
What are you talking about?
You, Mr. Naruhodo, you have this very morning met with a surprise. Well, is that not the case? Really, my dear fellow, it barely warrants explanation. Firstly, your hair is particularly unkempt, somewhat reminiscent of a bird's nest.
And that's
Secondly, you have neglected to fasten the third button up of your jacket. Clearly, when considered together, those two facts point to you have been flustered this morning.
Can I talk now?
No, I still have lines. Oh, I'm sorry. But of course, though, I don't look for admiration, you understand.
My hair always looks like this. It's been this way since I first met you.
Oh, it has?
And the button was ripped off last night, if you remember. By you.
Harley pulled your button off?
Oh yes, I recall the incident now. It was after supper, was it not? As the evening advanced, I picked up my violin and began to play the wailing notes of a haunting tune. But then, to my utter dismay, a third string snapped. Why did it have to happen? Why? Little wonder then that in my vexation, I grabbed the first button I saw and ripped it from its proper place.
Well, I'd like it back now, please. It's troubling me that I can't fasten my jacket.
And it's troubling me that you expect me to know where it is.
I hate him.
I miss this.
Hey, Mr. Sholmes, I have a question.
Yes.
Can I eat your breakfast?
No.
Too late.
Somewhere thereabouts on the floor, one presumes. Your button, I mean.
Helpful.
What matters at the present time, my dear fellow, is simply whether or not my deduction was unerring.
But Hurley, Bruno said it when he came in, didn't he? I had a surprise this morning.
Well, that really is a surprise.
Oh my god. Enemy. Yes, this man is the pride of the British Empire. The famous consulting detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Excuse me, the pride of the British Empire? What are you talking about?
That's what he calls himself. I didn't make this up, sir. It's here on the script. I can't do anything about that.
Tell me, how many books have you written, good sir?
I've been busy catching criminals. What are you talking about?
Mr. Sholmes, you don't even write your books. You have Iris write them.
Yes, but I'm the one who gives us the stories.
Oh my god. There can't be
you
a
make it-
single person in the world who doesn't know his name.
Alright then, enough this silly conversation. Come and eat this bacon before it goes cold. And I have a new herbal tea for you to try too. My latest special blend.
And here we have Iris Wilson, Mr. Sholmes' lodger and companion. A truly exceptional young girl, who's the author of a highly successful serialization here in London. Yes, The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, as published in Rance magazine.
So, Mr. Naruhodo, won't you put us out of our misery? What surprised you this fine morning?
Well, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to answer that yet, sir, until the next video, because we are out of time. So you're just going to have to
Thank
sit
you,
and
my
wait.
lady. I'm going to eat the breakfast while they're dizzy, pausing staring at the screen for some reason.
Consider having breakfast before I tell you what the surprise is, sir, before Gregson eats it all.